No, we're on the same team. How's it going to be a contest? We're working to the same goal. We was the best defensive rebounding team in the league in the regular season, and we fell off in the playoffs, and that was one of the reasons we lost that matchup. And he's definitely going to help us. Big body, can play both positions, rebounds. He'll be a great addition to our team.
Lawrence mentioned that you're down about 10 pounds. You look leaner. What went into why you lost a little bit of weight and bulked up a little bit going into the season?
Just wanted to get better. I wouldn't say 10, like maybe 8 pounds.
We're rounding up.
Might be 10 after this practice today, but no, I just wanted to lose some fat and add some muscle. So I feel lighter, but I feel stronger at the same time. So I feel like I'm in a good spot, and we had a nice little conditioning ramp up for the last 6 weeks. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good shape.
What's your mindset going into this season after last season? Just to keep getting better?
Keep getting better. I think we did good in the regular season, and then personally, mindset is be better, improve. Every year I come in with the same mindset: is do better than last year. Improve. I want to be better every year, so I feel like it's natural progression for me. So this year, just want to be better than last year. Feel like one of our biggest improvements is going to come from the guys that that were already here, that got better. So me getting better is only going to help the team. So I'm going to be better for this team than last year, and hopefully that's going to help us take us to the next level.
Todd said because of the backup center situation last year, he felt they played you too many minutes. He says you probably don't agree with that.
No. I told him last year from the beginning, I was like, if you need 48 from me, I'm going to play 48. I felt pretty good. Whatever they need out of me, I'm ready. So I feel like I was in a good shape last year, especially towards the end of the season. And this year, coming into the season, I feel even better. In better shape. So I'm ready for all the minutes.
When you do that point, you guys do have Brooke now. I know you're not new to Brooke Lopez,
Yeah.
but how has it been actually being back in the gym?
It's been great. Brooke is one of the best teammates I had. Very positive, very funny, great, genuine guy. He's going to be huge for us, man. The stuff he brings on both sides of the floor is not a lot of guys in this league can do. So the way he can stretch the floor and protect the rim, not a lot of guys in this league can do. So he's going to be a huge addition for us.
When you look at you guys' team, you guys were a 50-win team last year. You were good, very good defensively, good offensively. With that, obviously, the end wasn't great, but where do you guys begin to find improvements heading into this year, given that you were such a good team last year?
Yeah, I think we start with the playoffs. Our defensive rebounding went down, our transition defense went down. Those are the two things that are most important, I think, in today's game for any team, not just for us. And it's going to be huge for us, just getting back on defense. Finishing defensive possessions with a rebound is important. Offensive rebounds are a killer. You're like, when you play defense for 24 seconds, someone gets an easy tip in, or they tap it out, they start a new possession, it mentally kills you. So those two things are going to be huge for us. But I think all the weaknesses that we had last year, we improved. I think the team is much better than last year's team. And Kawhi is healthy from a jump, so I think we're in a good spot.
You guys were obviously really good defensively last year. Jeff Van Gundy's back again.
Yeah.
What do you think you guys can do this year on that end of the floor?
Same stuff, even better. Now we know the system. It's a little different than what everyone else does, and now we know the system. We're implementing the new guys, but I think we can be better than last year. So.
Different how?
Huh?
You said it's different than other
From
teams.
different teams. Yeah, some rules that we do that normally teams do it differently. All the teams do it the same way. We do it differently, and it was kind of weird at first, but now when we got used to it, when we're in that system, I think it's going to be even better this year.
Mid-range being something you saw
not needed for me. I feel like I don't think that's a weakness in my game. I had that shot my whole life, and if the opportunity presents, I'm going to shoot it. I'm not going to.
But you worked on that this offseason.
I work on that every season, so I feel like that shot I had since I was a kid. When I got into the league, I shot a lot of mid-range. When I got over here, that was not needed for me, so I kind of stopped, but I always work on that shot, and I feel pretty confident.
Is there a concern about that kind of spacing the floor a bit for you, like taking jump shots? Would that? I feel like people think that would mean you're not as aggressive inside. How would you balance that if you were to, get the floater game a bit further out, hit the jumper a bit more? How would that kind of keep your aggressiveness going?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you got to know what you can bring each night, and I feel like each night I can play defense where I can protect the rim, I can rebound, I can score in the post, finish it around the rim. That should be my priority, and that's how I've always been in my career. Everything else is extra. I realized, like, from early on in my career, I should have one thing that's going to get me on the floor that I can do every single night consistently, and that's what I try to do, and everything else is kind of extra. So, like I said, if I have that opportunity more this year, I'm not afraid to shoot it.
You mentioned the rebounding, closing out possessions with defensive rebounds and transition defense. How much of those are tangible things you can actually improve on in practice? How much of that is just personnel? You guys got bigger, you guys got different lineups you can use now.
It's both. There's some big things that are not good with rebounding. I think, the first is like just playing hard, playing the right way, boxing out, hitting, checking where your guy is, hitting him, boxing out, going for a rebound. Like that stuff, you're kind of, it's hard to teach. But there's some stuff on transition defense, just some principles that you can learn in practice that you got to drill on and kind of get in the habit of doing. So it's both, and but also, having more size is gonna help for sure.
It's your 10th NBA season. How excited are you about just that fact, and how have you felt like you've grown as a leader for this team?
I'm very excited. When I got into the league, I never thought I would get to the year 10. I always tried to get to the end of my first contract, and there was a time in my third season where I thought I was going to go back to Europe before I got traded to the Clippers. But I'm very, it's a blessing to spend this many years in the league, and just to kind of naturally, after that many years, you kind of grow into a leader or one of the leaders on the team. And I always like that role, and I always like to mentor maybe some young guys. And now especially, like, we got a young big Yannick coming in that has a lot of potential, and just kind of being able to be there for him, help him out is something that I don't take for granted. There was a lot of guys that helped me, and I want to kind of return that favor.
Where do you feel like Yannick is most ready to help the team, and what do you feel like is his greatest area where you got to help him out?
It surprised me how he's very aggressive on the offensive end. He's very, he got that little hook shot. He's not afraid to get into it, play with a contact. He rim runs. He attacks offensive glass. He really surprised me. I think he's ahead of what I thought he was going to be, and I think he got great potential to be in this league for a long time. Cool. Yep, for sure.